Excuse me. Good morning, YouTube. Man, I think I overdid it last night. I I'm starting to think that I'm subconsciously setting myself up for failure, or an excuse to smoke again because I got a ride one way to an event last night that I really should have had a ride home or took the bus and I walked. We're talking like miles, and I don't know if it's the cigarettes or the exercise, but I haven't been able to sleep at all. So I was up at 4 in the morning. I went to bed at 2. Tried to go back to bed. My stomach is killing me. I know that's the nicotine coming out of me. I can't hold nothing down this last like 24 hours. So it's like sucks because I'll drink water, but I can't hold nothing down. So I'm dehydrated somewhat. But I had to get out of that closet. I can't stand being in the room I'm in. It's a really filthy motel, so it's like it's hard. It's getting harder by the day, and then trying to quit smoking. It's just why that? What was I thinking, man? It's like the only thing I had left that I enjoyed. So I'll tell you this much though. I don't want to go through this again. And I think I'm gonna kick America's ass when I finally meet him. This SOB, man, what the heck? I let this guy talk me into this shit with the stupid bet. That just tells you that us men are a special breed, boy. We are stubborn, we are stupid. You women got it made. God bless women. Thank God for them. They're definitely one of the good points in life. Matter of fact, necessary for life. Who's in here? I'm over here ranting and raving, trying to catch my breath. Brian Hooper, what's up? Good morning, brother. I made it up the hill. It hurt today, though. I ain't gonna lie, it hurt. And I've been pretty good with my back. Most you know, I've broken my back twice through the years, and I'm full of nuts and bolts and screws and shit. And today, and I think it was because last night was too much. But I made it though, man. That's what. So like, yeah. Oh well, a little pain. We can do pain. I've been doing pain all my life. I'm at the lawnmower shop. What's wrong with the lawnmower? Or are you buying a new one? Or is it even a lawnmower? It could be an edger, or I'm assuming too much, I think. Who else is in here? If you're in here, you got to talk in the chat. Oh, the second I said that, it went from 2 to 1. They took off. People were scared to say hi. Or maybe it's because they mean well and they don't want to have to stick around. Oh, you're working there. Okay, my bad. I didn't know that, Brian Hooper. I thought... What was I thinking? I don't know why. I want to say I thought you were retired. There's so many folks on here. It's hard to keep it all straight. You know what I mean? 14 years. Yeah. Then I was mistaking your work background with somebody else. And I wonder why. That's interesting to me. Anyhow, don't get in trouble while you're at work, man. And I appreciate you. Damn it. Because you always pop in. I am retired. Well, then that might be why I was remembering it that way. I got you. Dang. Oh, man. 30 years of saturated tissues and like nicotine eats your stomach lining really bad. So I've had gut problems from smoking for years, off and on. But now it's coming out, like, out of me. I'm paying for it bad. Freaking horrible. My goodness. And I tell you, man, it tests your dang it. You know, all these things going on at the same time. I'm not really displaced too far from a lot of things, you know. I might be putting too much on me or not enough. I'm thinking not enough. I think a man should be pushed to his braking limit because you'll find out you usually got more in you than you think you do. And you'll go a lot farther than you think you could have just with a little bit of positive thinking, you know? Is anybody buying this stuff? Does anybody want to sell a single? Just a single cigarette? Because I don't want to buy a pack. I just want one. Anybody? Nobody, huh? Damn it. Cousin Jeff, what's going on? Gloomy day here in Ohio. We got marine layer right now, but I guarantee in an hour it'll be gone. It'll be burnt off. But I know I saw the news this morning back east. They're talking about like crazy weather coming up. But Southern California and the like the bottom of the states right here, we're supposed to be like summer temperatures, I think they said. But who knows? Who knows? And what's going on, Cousin Jeff? How you been? Dang, man. Whew. It's funny. I think I'm addicted to pain. And there is such a thing. I remember I fractured a vertebrae when I was 15 and played football, or 16, played football a whole year on it without knowing. And by the time they found out, it healed on its own. And I used to hate running because my back would hurt so bad after practice. And it was because I had a fractured vertebrae and I didn't know. So it kind of set the course, that and being so big, for a lifetime of a bad back, you know. And so anyhow, my first back surgery, major back surgery, I was on my 21st birthday. 21st. And like a champ, I walked the same day around the whole freaking hospital floor, and they told me like that was like people. I told them, you tell me what people don't do, that's what I'm gonna do, and I did it. And I rehabbed really quick, and like I healed, like, you know, for whatever reason, it healed really good until I became diabetic like recently, and that's, I might not ever have been if I would have took better care of myself. You know, that's the old adage. If I knew I was going to live this long, I would take better care of myself. That's funny. Not really, but, you know, it's kind of sense of humor around here. Second back surgery when I was 25, because I went right back to heavy work. And they warned me, but it's all I knew how to do. And I already had a family and kids, and tried going back to school, college, you know, was taking a full load at nighttime a couple times, just couldn't fit it in. And was okay with it, you know, the trade, like family, kids, all I ever wanted. Man, was happy working 7 days a week. I didn't care, because I thought that's what my destiny was, you know. It's weird, funny. I didn't have no regrets either. I mean, I do maybe a few personally, but not like as far as that, none. And then, but yeah, physical, dang, man. All those years of pain, and I didn't take pain pills. Reason being is, when I was young, my first business I ever had was plaster and tile. I started plaster and tile, and it was because the old blood had took me under his wing. I came up with the dough. He taught me the trade. We went into business partners 50-50. Hey, what's happening, Malvado? Go Cowboys, brother. Good to see you, man. Been a while. Hope you're doing well, you and yours. Yeah, so it was, but I watched him, he was much older, go through the throes of like heroin addiction. And then I kidnapped him and got him off of heroin. And he was gonna kill me, and then he called me one day and told me I saved his life because I loved him and he was my friend. But I saw him trade that for pills, and the pills, he told me, I watched him kick heroin after like 20 years of heroin, and then but not be able to get off of painkillers. I'd take him, he was a vet, I'd take him to VA, the big one in Wilshire by the federal building, and like, you know, it's the biggest one in the world, I think. And he just, a hell of a time getting off the pain pills. So I think that was enough to scare me, from needles. Never put a needle in my body, and except with ink on them, of course. And I didn't do the pills. And I think if I would have, I'd be dead now. I know it, because I started too young breaking stuff on my body. I just got used to pain. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, so be careful, because it's a hard, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. You know what though? The way I went out of the two, I think it's the better, because of all the folks now in hindsight that I've known for, you know, years and decades, and you know, watching my mom go through it, my mother, and she did everything the doctors told her, and the pills were the big part of it, and the pills killed all the people that I know that took them, because they never knew when they were better, and they got addicted to them. And these people, they're very intelligent, get paid lots of money to sit in these clean rooms and come up with designer drugs, and they're strong. You know, people have no idea that how strong painkillers are. But the same side of that is, I used all kinds of other things as a crutch, but I got used to pain, because you can. What's going on, Bo? So it got lopsided, like to a sick degree, you know. Like I cut off a cast, take stitches out when I swelled up and they're bleeding because of tearing, and go to work so I could not miss work. Put a drill bit through my palm. Super glue. I kept super glue in all my toolboxes, so you didn't bleed all over your customer's carpet or wherever the hell you were. And I go to the emergency room at the end of the day, or when the job was done. And all this shit I put my wife and my family through, it was pretty, because I just didn't know any better. So maybe I pray God gives me the right words, you know, that I say something that will resonate with somebody, that if you're on the same path, man, all that tough guy shit is for the birds. It's okay to be human, because all this stuff right here was just bone and flesh and tissue and muscle and cartilage. It's not made for all that. Trust me when I tell you. I'm only 47 and I'm sitting here in pain because I just walked to the freaking park, man. That's not normal. Damn it, Jim. I'm a doctor, not a mechanic. So yeah, you guys, it's like just do whatever makes you happy and healthy, you know, because those two things, they support each other. Hey, right on, Bo Palmer. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you. And I'm a Yankee fan, but Angels, Southern California. I grew up here. I've been to Angel games, plus all the Yankee players the Angels always inherited. I was a Reggie Jackson fan and Dave Winfield. And who doesn't love Nolan Ryan? Get out of here. But yeah, and both teams are doing good, so that's cool. But yeah, man, I've always been try hard, which is not necessarily good, and it didn't fit all that prior that I just said. And my patience, I still lack good patience. So the trying to quit smoking, I'm gonna laugh later if I stream, even if I don't, of course. But because yesterday and the day before were equally hard, and I thought they were the hardest. And here we are this morning, day 3 or 4, no 3 I think. And the morning is already starting out pretty horrendous. Except that I know it's not a big deal. It's just because I can't smoke right now. That's how strong cigarettes are. If you don't smoke, stay away from them. Don't let your kids start. Whatever you gotta do, tie them up, throw them in a freaking closet. Old school Oakland. Yeah, Ricky Henderson, dude. They got like the best. Yeah, Reggie was at Oakland when he was a rookie. They got the best Ricky Henderson autobiography on TV, not TV, on Netflix, like a sports documentary, and it's because I've been a walking sports almanac all my life. You know, love sports, played sports, um, and it's stuff I never knew about Ricky Henderson. Awesome, it's like one of the most awesome autobiographies, or biography, I should say. Well, he's still alive, so he was part of it. I think it's autobiography. Anyhow, documentary for sure, and it was pretty good, pretty damn good. They snubbed him on everything, man. Ricky Henderson, and good dude. What a good dude, Ricky Henderson. Reggie Jackson was the a-hole. Good ball player, but he never gave. We chased him around Angel Stadium all the time, and he was the only player that wouldn't come out the player door. He never gave autographs, Reggie Jackson. So he would, there were the glass doors, he would ride on a security cart with the security guard, and we'd run till you got to the next door on the stadium back when it was California Angels, and you'd see him, and then all these kids and grown-ups, and then we all run another quarter mile around the stadium trying to catch up with them until you'd lose them, and then, you know, however they snuck him out of there. But he was Reggie Jackson, man, Mr. October, you know, dude was a stud. Yeah, Reggie's a Yankee though. You know, he might have been drafted with the Oakland, but he went there super long. What, maybe 3 years? I think 3 years. He was a Yankee, the longest. Then an Angel, but Mr. You know, 3 pitches, 3 home runs. He was a Yankee when he did that. That's still to this day, and all of them the first pitch. Amazing, simply amazing. John Argent, how are you, sir? Cal Ripken Jr., Eddie Murray. Yeah, that's a little bit like Cal Ripken, of course, because how long he played. Eddie Murray played like 30 years, but he was already on the tail end. You know, I'm 47, so like I was born in 76. And it was more my brother. Like, I remember he had rookie cards, Eddie Murray's rookie card. I just know from being a sports fan, I didn't get a chance to watch him play too much. Hey, Silver Bull 30, what's going on? Let's see here. The chat always keeps, sorry you guys, keeps going in and out. I'm a baseball fanatic. You know much pre-war baseball? Wagner, Hornus Wagner, I'm assuming. Hack Wilson, Fritz, yeah, Lavoy. Not a ton. We used to do like, you know, Sports Almanac was what I got for Christmas every year. It was the almanac and a sports almanac. And I like sports cards too. I dibble dabble and sell collectible cards. Yeah, 60s, 70s, 70s ball is awesome. And then these kids are good again. Not that, you know, all athletes, professional athletes aren't good, but I was lucky to live in the 90s in my, like, while I was playing ball still. I don't think there's a better decade ever as far as like basketball, football, like, you know, like the sheer amount of Hall of Famers concentrated. And plus the 90s was the steroids, you know, like the home runs from the 80 to 90, 90 to, you ever come across that stat? You'd be amazed, because it's like, duh. Yeah, Pujols kind of snuck up on me. It was a good 5 years here where I stopped partaking in everything, sports, TV, on purpose, and to see if I could do it to lessen the stress, you know, because believe it or not, some of that stuff is stressful. And then plus the theories about, you know, it's gladiatorism. It's really a tool to and this is a theory, it's just stuff I read, you know, that men of a certain age that are the ones that the responsibility lays with to do anything about anything if something need be done, like is speaking to the context of how the world is and how things are. are from this age to that age, and if they're Monday through Friday, you know, all the time's taken up with family and work and all the things that are taking up your time, and you're being bombarded with professional sports keeps those men busy Saturday and Sunday, if they're even lucky enough to have 2 days off. And like, I know guys that have sports teams tattooed on them. You know, like, that's some serious dedication. I know I was one of them. I was a sports fanatic. And in hindsight now, I don't know. All of the stuff I've read might be something to it. I'm not saying sports aren't cool. I still enjoy sports. I just try to take them now with more of a grain of salt. I see them through different eyes, um, and then at the end of it, uh, I have to remember. I'm just speaking to me, you guys. Um, there's luxury and necessity. Sports are a luxury. They're not a necessity. You can live without them or with them, etc. You know, like, just my free time now at this point in my life, I think I'm trying to be more responsible. So I can't even tell you who's in the lead in anything or who went to the World Series last year. But when I get a chance to catch a game, I'm intently watching. When I see a play one of these guys makes, like that Jay Morant dunk last week, I know what I'm seeing because I played sports very well. Um, so it's crazy, man. But I flip flop. It's a coin flip. Depends on what kind of mood, what side of the floor I woke up on this morning. Today, I'm 3 days into quitting smoking, so I might be a little more critical than I would any other day. I'm one of those guys, man. I got tattoos on 2 teams. Got them when I was younger. The shit we do when we're young, right? Right on. And I hope none of that came out I'm disrespectful or anything. I don't mean any of it like that. I'm just telling you guys, like, my travels, okay? I went without a phone for almost 2 years. Yeah, the phone thing, it bugs me, but it's like you have to have one, man. They've made it like that. This is last year. Yeah, Pujols is he sells more in more paraphernalia than anybody for the Angels. When they gave him all that money, it was the first year he never got 100 ribbies and his shoulder was bummed. You know, guys already threw, and they gave him all, what, 100 and something, 90 something million? It's because he sells more than that in jersey and t-shirt and season tickets. They hiked the prices and they still sold them all. So these guys, deservingly, you know, like, the guy's a stud. But how about that Dodger pitcher, boy? Kershaw, that kid, man. Dodgers have had some pretty big name pitchers through all the years and records and strikeouts, and this kid looks like he's 20 years old still. He could play another 15 years, like Nolan Ryan-esque, you know? Not Nolan Ryan, though, but who is? Nobody. I don't think we'll ever see a Nolan Ryan. It's like a player like that comes around once every, like, 100 years. Nolan Ryan, and then football. Like, I don't want to get into it too much. Jack Gallman, how are you? All the way from Marion, North Carolina. Dagnammit. Yeah, he can still hit the ball out. He should. He weighs 300 pounds. He better hit that sucker out. They gonna pinch run for him. I wonder if he has somebody has to carry his black card around for him. It's so heavy. It's worth like $1 billion for playing a game. You know, you gotta give these guys hundreds of millions of dollars to do something I play for free all my life. It's only in America, man. Only in America. It's like just professional athletes alone, if they'd all donate their tithe, however you want to say it, you know, like, just Do what Barry Sanders did. Barry Sanders gave, I think it was 30% of every dollar he ever made to his church. I wonder how many starving children in the world there'd be left if just guys that played a game, the children play for free, if they gave like 5% of what they make. I think that would represent like $1 trillion. Just sports, just sports. Be crazy, huh? But they rather give up the respect for the fan, man. We might have baseball, we might not this year. It was pretty hectic earlier on, a few months back, when they were trying to destroy, crying over they don't make enough salary cap. It's a shame. Makes it hard to be a sports fan at the end of it, but I like baseball. I love it. I love it. It's a good sport. That's why I love vintage pre-war baseball. Yeah, the last time we ever saw good baseball was the 70s, brother. You won't see that. Free agency ruined everything. And maybe not ruin everything. That's too harsh. It changed everything. It's not the same game. Yeah, and then if you don't think the mob's been in baseball and all professional sports ever since, then you need to go do more homework. It was literate. Yeah. Hey, good morning, Robert Pintoff. Like the series in basketball, the guy that did all the finals, and he admitted, he gave up the 50 grand in the hole. They paid him 50 to toss and shave points. He'd been doing it for all the sports. Nothing is left to chance, man, especially when the B word gets involved. Billion. These are billionaires. You think they leave anything to chance? These are like the smartest businessmen in the world. These guys own sports franchises as hobby. I mean, get out of here. Stopping cigarettes is the best thing you can do for yourself. Yeah, well, it's one of them. I think quitting drugs was better than the cigarettes, but I think the cigarettes equally, and the drugs were easier, believe it or not. I quit drinking like 6 years ago, and I never even had cravings really. Like maybe a few, but I didn't go through pain like I'm going through, physical pain. Cigarettes you could add all those things together, and cigarettes is harder. That just blows it. But I've known this because I've tried to stop before, man. Oh yeah, nicotine's a drug. Breathing the air in a major metropolitan city is a drug. Living under power lines, drinking anything besides water, and even if the pH in the water's messed up because of where it comes from. Everything you put in your body that is not like 100% natural, and even then, there's stuff that's 100% natural, it'll kill you. So, you gotta take it all with a grain of salt. It's like caffeine, man. It's not so much that regular tobacco, because I smoke non-filter cigarettes and have since I was 16, 32 years or something. Don't have a smoker's cough at all, and they have 1.5 times the tar and nicotine that most filter cigarettes. They put all the chemicals in the filter. I used to be a big buff on it, like read everything, get my hands on. So anyways, like Marlboro, I wouldn't smoke Marlboro filter cigarette if you put a gun to my head. Never have. They put ammonia in those, because ammonia in small traces makes nicotine get in your blood 10 times quicker. So that hit, the sensation till it's in your bloodstream, and then boom to your brain, 10 times quicker than just regular old tobacco without a filter, without chemicals, additives. So, and the non-filter Camels are the best cigarette made, man. It's a blend. It's Turkish and domestic. Like those are the two best tobaccos in the world, man. Anybody ever smoked a non-filter Camel? They're good. They taste the best. You know, they're strong. It's just like if you like your coffee strong. Same thing, man. But 10 times more addictive. Like, I watched my mother not be able to give up cigarettes because she smoked Marlboros all her life. My brother, 3 packs a day. I don't know if he smokes now because I can't find him. Um, so you folks that have quitting those, God bless you, man. That I could imagine how hard that would be after 30 years of smoking those. I don't think I could have did it. I haven't done it yet. I'm only 3 days, so I don't know. Bowhunter is one of my. Dang, I hate how the phone I'll never figure out. I can't keep the chat to stay on there. It won't stay long enough to even read 2 sentences before it goes away. I have no freaking clue. And it's starting to make me upset. Can you tell? Because I'm not smoking, and it's a trigger right now, along with 4,000 different chemicals. Yeah, who knows? Every cigarette maker is different. I just know that, like in the late 70s, they had something called J.R. Reynolds trials, and it's when all the whistleblowers came out, and J.R. Reynolds admitted publicly in court. You can do it all through public record. The Freedom of Information Act. It's they admitted to lying and putting additive, and back then I doubt it was even close to 400. 400 is what I last had read. I don't know about the 4,000. I think that might either mine was a typo or yours was. I wouldn't doubt it though, all the different things that are out there. I just didn't like the idea, like, damn, ammonia. I don't even like smelling ammonia, let alone if you wanted me to, hey, smoke ammonia. Get out of here with that smoke ammonia. Let me catch you putting it in my cigarette without, when I turn around, I'm not looking. That's what they're basically doing. And then lie to me. All for money. God, what's wrong with people, man? It's just, that's the world we live in. You got moral men, you have unmoral men and women. No disrespect to the ladies. And it's the yin and the yang, the good and the bad. It's the ultimate fight from day one. It'll always be. So you just gotta hope. I don't know. I'm hoping I'm staying on the side of right. That's all. It's some deep shit for just a walk to the park. Excuse my language, everybody. Oh wow. BH Customs in the house. What up, my dude? It's been 15 months since I had a cigar. Extra rad. That's right. Good for you, dude. That's the bomb, brother. I was 13 and quit when I was 43 and 58 now. Okay, so what I remember researching big time, because at the time I was trying to get my mom to quit, even though I was smoking, which was ridiculous. And if you can get 10 years, doesn't matter how long you smoked, if you smoked over 10, if you can get 10 years without smoking, all the cilia in your lungs, your throat, your esophagus, all the little fine fibers and hairs, all the ones that are dead and gone, and the lining of your stomach will replace itself, and like there will be no trace of you smoking ever if you can get 10 years of not smoking behind you, regardless of all factor. So no sign, as if you never smoked. That's all the stuff that I learned when I went hard on it, man, like research smoking. And this was some years ago. I would assume that like the technology medically would be even better now, but I don't know. You know, you got to take things you read with a grain of salt. I just know how much better I felt just after a week of exercise, and then I had to go and mess it up with trying to quit smoking. What was I thinking? Where were all you guys going? Not yet, not yet. It's too soon. It's too soon. Don't do it. Too much, too many things. Like you're stacking, you're making that. It's the odds are against me. You guys know that, right? Like statistically, mathematically, the odds are way upside down right now. I am a bad bet. If anybody who's out there is a handicapper or a degenerate gambler at one time, the eyes have it. Yeah, suckers bet to bet on me to quit smoking. Not the good money at all, at all. But like if the fix was in, man, you were getting your info from the jockey. I just gave my horse a big old shot of chocolate milk. So I'm gonna quit. I'm done. I ain't going through this shit again. I'm not putting myself through all this again. Never again. It's for the birds. Can't believe I waited this long. Thank you, hey Silver Bull. I appreciate that. Yeah, willpower is a I don't know. Prove it. Does it really exist? It's an idea. That's all it is. I mean, there's all kinds of factors. Genetics is a big one. Um, Logistics, your peers, your peer group, how you were raised, like psychological, and then willpower. Just to chop it up is like, you're strong or you're not strong with your will that no one even knows if it really exists or not. That's kind of like, I don't know. I'm just gonna put it to, I know I need to, but more importantly, I want to. So, because I know my willpower sucks. I've never had good willpower in my life. I've never been able to say no to a good time or miss out. If one was good, I'm gonna drink until everybody else goes home first. I'll be the first one there, the last one to leave, because everything is a fight. Everything is a gotta win, even when no one else knows we're playing. That's the way I was raised. It was beaten into me, and those are hard habits to give up. I've been a try hard all my life, even at the stuff that wasn't good for me, because I couldn't help myself. So it's psychological. I'm just now getting over those things and attacking things differently. Like, I don't have to win everything. Everything isn't a contest. I'm choosing to do or make decisions because I want to. It'll make me happy. It'll help my life, the quality of it. Like, I'm trying to make better decisions. So I don't know what the hell I'm even talking about, why I got that deep into that. I'll tell you this, keeping my mind on one thing right now is hard to do without the cigarette. Like, I'm really freaking out. Chewing gum, yeah. You know what? When I had teeth, these aren't mine. Chewing gum is out because it just, I can't. I have a hard time chewing food with these, let alone gum. And then my gut right now is really, really temperamental. Like, it's the only word I can think of, temperamental. Like, it just does whatever it wants. And it wants to kill me right now. It's getting revenge. It no liking me right now. That's for sure. Well, I can tell the sun is starting to come up, but it still hasn't burned this marine layer off. But it's pretty out. It's still pretty out. And it's like perfect, like it's probably like 70. It's not cold, but it's not warm. It's just like perfect. Perfect. So how is Mr. Pintoff, Jack Gallman? How you do? The patches? You know what? I had gotten a box of those a long time ago and never. It's funny because even a few moves and they traveled with. They were like in the top drawer of the dresser I had for a lot of years, and I never did get to try the patch. I just knew me. I knew I'd have the patch, a mouthful of Nicorette gum, and Red Man leaf, and a non-filter at the same time. I probably, because you can OD on nicotine. A lot of people don't know that, but there is such a thing. And this, I can't wait for these to subside and go away, because this is from smoking. I've lost a lot of weight, and these are glands in your face, and the reason that they look horrible, my skin looks horrible, is because of nicotine. So I hope this will go away, and if it don't, it don't, but I know what it's from. That's why I look old, way too old. I'm not old, I just look old. It's from smoking. sucks. Sucks. Sneaks up on you though. It rained here last night, right on. I like the smell the next day after it rains. I've always said if you don't want to quit, you're not going to. Oh, I agree. If you think you can or if you think you can't, you are right. Period. It's like the best thing I've ever read and heard. And it's so true. It's the your mind over matter. Like, you can do anything you want if you believe you can do it. And if you tell yourself I can't do that, or you go into a fight going, this guy's gonna kick my ass, you lost. You're gonna get your ass kicked and you're not gonna be able to do it. Or if you go into it and you say, I'm gonna tear this dude a new one, he got no clue. That's exactly what's gonna happen. You just have to believe it. So if you think you can or if you think you can't, you're right. Mark Twain or Aristotle, I forget the quote, what that quote is from. I think it's Aristotle. Stoicism. I love all that stuff. Philosophy. It's good stuff. It's all good stuff. Or it could be Marcus Aurelius. It's one of the three. So multiple choice. All equally, heroes of mine, all three of them. Oh, these are packs for now were they Jack Galtman? Were they a big help? I'm curious. Because you said only 2 boxes, so that seems like pretty quick, I know that there's actually you can get a prescription for like a pill. And my old man, when we used to talk, my father, he had quit for a little while. The last time I saw him, he was smoking, and he used the prescription. Well, I did my homework because I had good insurance all my life, most of my life, and it turns out that it's all the prescriptions and the pills that they use, that they'll write you, they're all like Prozac and stuff. They're really psych meds, but there's studies that, and for the quitting smoking, it helps a lot of people quit smoking. I didn't like the idea of having to take, a Prozac type of deal to quit cigarettes, so I didn't do it. 710 in the house. What it do, nephew? What's up, 710? Goddamn phone. It was easy. I just started smoking more weed. Yeah, there you go. Just like if there's one carcinogen in a cigarette, there's 100 times more in a joint. Hey, get it in quicker, sooner than later. I'm all about that. How can you quit a drug by using the drug? Yeah, I thought it was kind of redundant, right, Brian? Like that's my logic. My logic is it's just really, it's because they know what they're doing. It's trading one for another, but they're gonna keep you, because dead man pays no tax, bro. They're gonna keep you alive, but not in your 100% best, because if you had less on your plate, you weren't always stressed out, you weren't fighting to live, and just barely, got a foot on your chest all the time and barely can breathe or keep your head above water, you'd have more time to sit and contemplate shit that mattered. Then you might go like, damn, what those people are doing to that person is really wrong, and that person needs help up. Or, like you wouldn't sit idle, you wouldn't act like you weren't looking, or you would say what I always used to say, it's none of my business. Like I was raised, it's none of my business, mind my own business, not getting involved. I'm not trying to judge, except that's a coward's way out, because there's people that need help. So I regret all that. So I don't know. Everything's tied to one another, man. It's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy. Hey, appreciate you, Mr. Hooper. Don't get in trouble. Don't work too hard, my friend. And we'll see you later, bruh. Fraunhofer in the house. I had three boxes. Sometimes use some patches. 2 days, gave the box away. Right on, right on. 20 years, and decided to quit and did. It was a lot easier than I thought. Yeah, I've been smoking for 33 years, non-filter, pack a day minimum, a lot of times 2 packs. You know what was hard? I could smoke because I did construction, and a lot of it outdoors. And a lot of the stuff that was indoors, I could smoke. Um, and I always had a cigarette hanging out of my mouth all day long. Even in the best shape I was in my life, running circles around guys half my age with a cigarette hanging out of my mouth because I was conditioned, but I think it made it even harder to quit or even get to a point of wanting to quit, I enjoyed smoking. I really, I do. I still, I enjoyed smoking. I sit there with a smile every time I light one. I just love cigarettes, but I don't love them no more. And I don't want to go through this shit again. Don't make me. You can't make me. You can't make me. So, but I never say never. I just hope that I can pull it off. Was that your Jack Goldman says my daughter and I quit together. Dude, that's awesome. Thinking my wife would quit, but she didn't. Yeah, and don't guilt her. Because like I said, man, to assume that everybody's ready at the same time is ridiculous. Or that they're in the same place at the same time. Everybody's such an individual. It's really not cool to, if she comes around, you gotta let her do it on her own, in her own time or way. I think it's badass that you and your daughter did it together. That is so cool. You guys always have that, man. That's a big deal. That is badass. I had to quit a few triggers like coffee and breakfast. Both made me really want one. Yeah, that's kind of out of the box. Quitting breakfast and coffee and because they were triggers, just recognize them as triggers. Me, it was just I only like smoking 2 times in daytime and nighttime. That was it. I can't really quit either. It's the only time I like drinking and drugging too, or chasing women, was daytime and nighttime. I was like, it's only 2 times. Yep. What a dumbass, huh? I know. Not you guys, me. She will never quit. That might be so, man. So you just have to, I don't know, you have to, that. So, knowing is a big part of being able to, come to terms with it. If you love her, you gotta love all of her, even the smoking her. I think it's yeah, you quit now, but you can't ask her to quit unless she wants to. And if you've been a smoker for a long time, I know it sucks. It probably is hard being around it, but I don't know. Maybe not. I don't think the cravings ever go away. I've had people that have been quit for 50 years tell me that they still crave. Every time they smell it, or I smelt cigarettes the other day, yesterday, because the guys in the other rooms where I'm at, they smoke, and I've smelt it, and I was like it smelt good. And it wasn't hard, the going in and shutting the door. It was no big deal smelling it. So, I don't know. But that was just one time. That's not really anything to get excited about, probably. You gotta change that mindset that you love smoking. Mom, I do, but I don't mean how do I put it? It may be the wrong choice of word. I enjoy smoking because I know what it does, physiologically and I enjoy that part of it. I like the calm that it does because I'm high wound. Like really when I did drugs, they calmed me down. Uppers. You know what I mean? Like it's just the way I'm made. And cigarettes help slow me down, calm me down, cool me out. Because nothing else does. Even right now, I'm like I can't sleep at all. I haven't since I was like a child. I can go on like 2 hours and function, high function, and did 7 days a week, 15-hour days, and then go close down the bar after. It just sucks. Cigarettes used to help me like chill. That will go away in my opinion. Okay. Yeah, I'll take advice from anybody, man. You guys, so shoot me the advice. I'll take it all. With the meds they have nowadays, they can make a drug that would make you quit with the tobacco industry. Well, I mean, with all the mapping the genome and all that, we found a lot of markers, bro, but it doesn't mean it'll be like that one day. It's on its way. But it's not here yet like that, as far as I know it. I know what you're talking about, though. You'll be able to go, okay, alcoholism, you have the gene, the marker, genetic marker, it runs in your family. Even that, it doesn't mean you're going to be alcoholic. It just means you'll be more likely to abuse alcohol when, if ever, you come across it than the person who doesn't have the gene of alcoholism. Nothing's 100%. But they'll be able to take a pill and go, all right, here you go, boop, cured. Because you'll go in there, find the marker, cut it out, but you have to, it's a whole, I just saw a thing about it too, it's pretty groovy, because they're trying, and they've done stuff, not with human, but it's crazy, man. What's it called? Because I want to get some. It's the makers of Cyst, is it called Crisp or Crisp? CRSP, some bomb stuff that'll like it's like miracle, it's like taking a supplement, and this stuff is like the people that learn how to use these, they found these things that our bodies do and how to go in and fix with hormone and stuff, like they found these little machines, like how the body really works, because we can find the genetic marker, we can even crop it, but how the body mends the DNA after it's taken out, and like these smart people found how to do that. This is amazing, but it's not 100% because all the tests they couldn't get it to work proper. So, but it's on its way, man. I'm trying, mama. Joe Durbin in the house. What up, Joe? I'm trying to keep up with all the comments, you guys. They drug test at work. Well, that's a damn good reason to quit. What I just liked while smoking was smelling like, yeah, but I haven't smelled tobacco the way other people do for 30 years. Yeah, clothes, house, walls, you're right. But I remember a few times quitting for my back surgeries. I did get like 10 months under my, methadone's what they use for the first heroin, like to give heroin addicts, man. All they did was get hooked on methadone. I wouldn't touch methadone. I would smoke tobacco over methadone any day. Methadone is as strong as heroin. Freaking Awesome's here. Freaking Awesome is freaking awesome. My last job, they gave me the test, but you had to roll the test to keep the job. Miss Southern Belle, how are you, ma'am? Good to see you. Seven tens in the house. All right, I think I didn't miss anybody. If I did, it's not intentional. It's hard on this phone, you guys. Pain in the buttski. But yeah, so I don't know, just make a long story short, take all the filler and all the, opinions are like butthole. Everybody's got one. And if buttholes could fly, this place would be an airport. It's like one of my favorite jokes. It's like the funniest thing. No way. I don't care who you are. That's funny. I crack me up. They all stink. Unless you like the smell of nicotine. I love the smell of nicotine. I just know how strong. And then the taste buds. All my favorites right now, they will not be my favorites very shortly when my taste buds start to heal. So I might all that lemon and all that tart and all that vinegar based everything and all the because I can't taste anything because my taste buds are shot out and dead from smoking all these years. They heal too. So I'm curious what I'm gonna. It's kind of exciting if you think of it that way. I'm gonna get all new favorites. It might not be Lemonhead Pain no more. It might be like bland man. You guys call me bland, like the bland coin man. The guy that never salt and peppers anything anymore. And I used to go through a pound of salt and pepper a month. He said, no buttholes, no buttholes. They all stink. Everyone's getting seems like buttholes, and they all stink. Yep. No, there's an old when my drinking days. One of the bars I used to go to had a big sign over the bar. It said, "Everybody or opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one. And if assholes could fly, this place would be an airport." That's what the big sign said. And the first time I ever sat there and read that, I laughed so damn hard. So I put a twist on it for YouTube. Excuse my language. And I'll use it occasionally. Every once in a while, somebody gets a good kick out of it, or laugh out of it. I don't cough like I used to. That's good. I've never really had smoked cough though. But again, like I said, I don't smoke filtered cigarettes. Those things will kill you. You like that? Yeah, pretty fun. I mean, clever, real clever. You know, it's funny. I did it one time in somebody else's live, and a few people took it wrong, and I was so surprised because I thought I did it in perfect context, you know, like obvious joke, and I shit you not, man, like a few people like took offense to it, and I had to tell them, I explained it to them, you know, I forget, you know, not everybody's versed in like, you know, shithole dive bar language, and I forget. There's like normal, I don't know, normal. There is no such thing as normal, but maybe more green behind the ear, you know, like green. Lucky, I call them lucky. You know, people that never had to, they don't have to worry about all that stuff. They're lucky ones. Good morning. Good morning. So yeah, pretty funny. I think it's funny. My taste buds changed. I had Dr. Peppers and used to love it. Yeah, right on, man, right on. He said, "Let's go, Angels." Yeah, the Angels are good too. Yeah, right, Joe. Is that like that's a fair way of statement, right? There's a whole lingo or language, you know, like, and it gets pretty deep. And you could be good at it or not be good at it. Also, that's true. You know, and then there's always the guy that just sticks out like a sore thumb because it's like why do we even tolerate you? Oh, that's right, because he buys a round every other third round. Sit down. You understand, you don't. Yep, that's it, man. Yeah, I don't. You know what? I gave up soda, and I was a soda person, man. Or a soda kid. You know, like soda was everything when you're a kid. God, and I was a fat kid too. But yeah, when the diabetes, like, soda's pure sugar. I love it though. Every once in a while, I get one. You know, like if I get a burger combo or something, I'll get a soda every once in a while. Regards to the cabin lady, I missed something. What happened? What's wrong? Is there anything? I hope nothing's wrong. But yeah, But soda's good, man. And the caffeine in soda, like, I know people that like you. Are you a coffee guy and a soda guy, Joe? I know you do you're the Dr. Pepper guy. I don't know if we've ever shot the breeze about coffee. Like, I never did coffee all my adult life until of late. So now I did coffee, but it's probably just replacing all the shit I used to do, you know? Mountain Dew and coffee. Okay. Mud swat. And all good. Good to hear, man. All I do now is eat, sleep, and work. That sounds like a good mix to me, man. That's all I'm doing. I wish I was working more. Wish I had more work, more reasons to get out of this damn closet that I live in. But I think it's the kind of sugar that got messed up. Well, water too, but I try not to overdo it. Mud swat. What's going on, dude? What are you doing today, Mud? What's going on today? You going metal detecting? Anything like that? I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do today. I think I'm gonna catch a meeting. It's Friday. What time is it? It's been an hour. What did I leave? I left at 7 o'clock, so it's maybe close to 8 o'clock. I don't know what time it is, but it's been about an hour flat. So I think I'm gonna start heading back down the hill. I'm gonna turn this around. I'm sitting down long enough. Oh shit! Mini crickets. Dang it, man. I said I was sitting too long. All right. Stick a cork in it, dog. Go play on the freeway. It's a joke. That's a joke too. It's one of my favorite jokes. I stole all these from the old man, my old buddy I used to call my uncle. He wasn't my blood uncle, but he was a good old timer, man. And he used to all his jokes, I stole them all. All his sayings, I stole them all. Then I gotta give kudos. It's 11:35 here in North Carolina. Well, that's 3 hours in, so it's got to be 8:45, right? And maybe I left at 8. Well, I mean, it's been an hour, 15 till. I mean, anyhow. Ugh. Man, I mean, miles and miles up that hill, and then from this boulevard, it's like a mile in between the main boulevards, like 3 boulevards that way, and I walked it all the way last night home. Now we gotta get down the hill. It's easier going downhill than coming up, that's for sure. Safety meeting, that's right. Hey, Silver Bull, you got it, man. Thank you for coming in, all you guys. Everybody be well and have a good day. And then, if you feel so inclined to weigh in on with the up or down thumbs, I appreciate it. But I think we're gonna bid adieu. When you go live next, you know what? I've been exercising with this walk, this uphill downhill walk once a day, and I stream it and I call it Getting Out with Lemonhead. Tuesdays are the auction that we've always done, and then this week I think I'm gonna try to throw in another short one for maybe Sunday or Saturday. No coffee for me. Quit some time. That's good, man. Like I said, I never did coffee, even all the years working construction and crazy hours, and I never got into coffee. soda. You know, I want to take it because I drank beer from waking up till I went to bed, and tequila, and like, you know, I was always had a Budweiser in my back pocket. Coffee was kind of just wasn't looking for coffee. Caffeine was not nice to my plumbing. That's where I'm at right now, Robert. My gut is hating me, and now giving up the cigarettes. I think all this stuff's coming out of me, man. It's like I'm having a hard time keeping stuff down. Yeah, right on, Silver Bull. If you got the bell clicked, you'll get notifications. You'll be good. So awesome. I appreciate that very much, man. All right. All you guys, all my brothers, all my sisters, God bless you guys. Joe Durbin, Robert Pintoff, freaking awesome, Mud Swat, Silver Bull, all you guys. Don't forget, keep your, I'm trying to remember how Miss Southern Belle says it, but the mustard seed. You gotta keep your faith like a mustard seed. I'm probably messing up. I know the mustard seed story in the Bible though, but the way she says it, it's like just to make it a good reminder. God bless you, woman. And God is good all the time. Take it easy, Mud. Good to see you, my friend. All right, you guys. I'm gonna head back down and find something to do, or maybe I'll just jump on the bus right now. But have a good day. Bye-bye.